Hello there, interwebs. So it's been a while since I've made a video, and quite a few chapters of One Piece have come out. Yesterday, chapter 826 came out, and so I just wanted to talk about that really quick today. And later in other videos, I'm going to talk about some of the other chapters and fill in some stuff. So yesterday's chapter was awesome. So in the chapter before, at the very end, we saw the Germa 66 ship pull up and confront the Straw Hats that were on the Sunny. And we got the conclusion of that, or continuation of that rather, in yesterday's chapter. So in this chapter, we found out that we met two of Sanji's siblings, his older sister and his younger brother. I'm blanking on the older sister's name. The younger brother is Yanji, so also sounds very similar to Sanji. And all the Straw Hats thought it was Sanji at first, which was hilarious. And so they saved Luffy, and we're not 100% sure why, but they said that if they didn't, the wedding would probably be called off, which is a good thing because it means that there is a possibility for the wedding to be called off. So there might be some way to save Sanji that doesn't have anger Big Mom further, that Big Mom mutually agrees to call off the wedding. What we also found out is that the Vinsmoke family is actually royalty. They don't have a kingdom, but the Germa is considered like a kingdom, and so they're given access to the Reverie. And so that's likely where their father's going. And more importantly, their father seems to have control over Marine HQ. So Yanji told the Straw Hats that Yanji or the sister, I think it was the sister, said that when they first saw the bounty poster, the sketch one that looked like Duval, their father sent Marine HQ after Duval, and it ended up being Duval, obviously. But the point is that they have considerable power in the world. So if Luffy picks a fight with them, it means he's also calling out the rest of the world because they have this power over the world, which is kind of interesting. Since we know Luffy doesn't really care about picking fights, like he'll pick a fight with anybody as long as it means protecting his friends or achieving his dream. So that's probably going to happen at some point. But it begs the question, who is the father? Is it a character that we've already met? Maybe he's one of the Girosei or something? I don't think so. I assume it's a new character. But it's possible that he's already somebody we've met that has a ton of power. So that'll be interesting to see. And so what else? So at the very end of the chapter, we saw a fishman a merman rather, watching underneath rather the Germa 66 and the Sunny, and he reported, yeah, Straw Hat's definitely on board, which I do, Jinbei. So we know Jinbei is either already at Whole Cake Island, or at least on his way. He's somewhere in Big Mom's territory, presumably. And so the big question is, what's Jinbei's answer going to be? Last time we saw Jinbei, he said that he was going to call things off with Big Mom so that he could join Luffy's crew. So is that still his plan? Or has somehow he had to align himself further with Big Mom and he's going to turn against Luffy? I assume that Jinbei is going to align himself with Luffy. So we'll probably see that next chapter that Jinbei says, alright, we're going to go up there and help out Straw Hat. So it'll be interesting to see because the confrontation between the people on the Sunny and the Germa 66 has kind of ended, and they decided they're going to just agree this whole thing never happened. But it'll be interesting what happens when Jinbei shows up, if things will escalate or if it will just kind of continue. So that's all I really had to say about that chapter. I thought it was also hilarious when Luffy woke up and he was just like, "Oh, that skin of that fish was delicious. Do we have any more of that?" Because that was the poison that got him stuck like that, and he just kind of missed a few days and is just ready to eat more, specifically more of the poison. About the poison, what's really interesting is that Sanji's sister was able to suck the poison out of Luffy. I wonder if it's some devil food she has. We already know the poison devil fruit though belong. Sorry, somebody was walking by. Um, belong to the warden, so she likely doesn't have that. But it will be interesting to see how she was actually able to suck out the poison. They did say, Peckhams did say that the Germa are extremely technologically advanced, and they had those shoes that let them walk on water, which maybe we'll see the Straw Hats get eventually if they somehow form an alliance or something with the Germa or with Big Mom. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with those two things. That's all I had to say about the chapter. So until next time, stay classy, interwebs.